In Chapter 9, we introduced the distinction between finite and non-finite verbal forms. Finite verbal forms are marked for either time or aspect, and in Hebrew are also marked for person and number. Non-finite verb forms that you have previously discovered and worked with include the participle. Now in Chapter 13, we introduce two more non-finite forms, the infinitive absolute and the infinitive construct. Even by the name, you can tell infinitive means non-finite. The infinitive forms do not change form, meaning they do not inflect for person, gender, or number. The first of these we consider is the infinitive absolute. It has the vowel pattern comets holum, as in katol. Now remember that the presence or absence of a mater makes no impact on the parsing of the word. So katol, spelled with or without the mater, in either case this is a cal infinitive absolute of katal. The infinitive absolute can be used in many ways. The four most common are detailed here. First, the infinitive absolute can be used to add certainty to a finite verb. In this case, the infinitive absolute will be from the same root, the same three root letters, as the relevant finite verb, and except in rare cases, it will precede it. This combination indicates certainty. For instance, 1 Samuel 9:6 says, Kol asher yudaber bo yavo. The first three words, Kol asher yudaber, is what is translated everything that he says. The verb form yudaber is a PL, which we will discuss in the next chapter. Then you have vo yavo. Both of these forms are from the root Beit Vav Aleph, which we will discuss in a later chapter. And the combination of the infinitive absolute followed by the finite verb form will certainly come to pass. In Genesis 37:8, we have Humalok Timlok Aleinu. This is a question. The initial article is the interrogative he. Then you have malok, the cal infinitive absolute form of the root mem lamed kaf, and then the finite verb form timlok, which you should be able to parse as a cal imperfect second masculine singular. And then aleinu is the preposition al plus the first common plural suffix over us. So the question is interrogative, will you reign over us? The addition of the infinitive absolute, will you truly or certainly actually reign over us? The second major use of the infinitive absolute is to indicate concurrent action, when two actions occur at the same time. In this use of the infinitive absolute, you will see two different verbal roots with their infinitive absolutes used together. This indicates action that occurs at the same time. For instance, Judges 14:9, Vayelek halok va'akol. So we have first a cal narrative form of halak, and they went. And then we have two infinitive absolutes, halok, then the vav connecting them, and akol. So going and eating. And the point is that these two things were happening at the same time, what we call concurrent action. Third, especially in older texts, the infinitive absolute can be used to indicate a command. For instance, Exodus 20, verse 8, Zakor et Yom HaShabbat. Remember, Zakor, cal infinitive absolute of Zakar, remember the Sabbath day. This is used clearly, given its context in Exodus 20, as a command. And fourth, the infinitive absolute can be used as a simple verbal noun. For instance, Micah 6:8, Uma Adonai doresh mimcha, ki im asot mishpat, va'achavat chesed, v'hatznea leket im Eloheka. V'hatznea is a vav plus a hiphil infinitive absolute. We will get to the hiphil in several chapters, but the use of the infinitive absolute here is almost to say, and in humility, then leket is to walk, which we'll discuss in the next section, with your God.